you travel widely, you tour widely. Have you found a place where you felt, yeah, it doesn't work for me here, or it's not, the Jimmy Carr sensibility doesn't work here, or have you found that it's completely universal?
Pretty universal in terms of like, I think people that come and see me, it's self-selecting.
Self-selecting.
So very few people would come and buy a ticket to my show and go, oh my God, he's very rude, isn't he? Why is he so rude? Why is there so much filth in this? Why is he talking about all the worst things? Why can't he be nice? He's got no singing voice. This is awful. Like, they know what at this point, they know what they've done a little bit of a Google and come along. I mean, I always think like a good proportion of my income, I should be very grateful for this, but a good proportion is people that have been dragged along by their other half.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what percent, I don't know, but there's a percentage of my audience every night that are, okay, I guess we went to the game on Saturday, so we're doing this for you now. Fine. No, he's fine. No, I really enjoyed it. Could have been shorter.
You know what I always get haunted by this, but people always overshare, and I'm very fortunate to have many people tell me that they really enjoy my nonsense. But invariably, there's some proportion of those people who say, I mean, my wife, not a fan. And of course, I'm intrigued. Like, I want to talk to her. I don't want to talk to the guy that likes me. I'm more interested in talking to the person who's not. And
I talk to the person that doesn't like me a lot because they come up to me in the street constantly. A stream of people. Can I get a photo with you? My mum really likes you. My brother really likes you. Yes. My cousin is a huge fan. It's never them.
Yeah.
I've never met anyone who's a fan of me. It's always someone in an airport going, can I get a picture with you?
Yeah.
Apparently you're famous. Come here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, if I have to explain I'm famous, then I guess I'm not. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
You came up to me.
But at least they don't tell you they actively dislike you. Those are the people I'm interested in. I want to talk to them. Matt, let's talk.
Let me get my notes out.
Then you pull out a giant tome of reasons I hate Conan. Now, okay, we live obviously in a very sensitive era, and this has not deterred you in any way. You like to walk that line. I don't know if that's intentional, but
it's just my sense of humor.
It's your sense of humor.
I slightly think it's that thing where you go, if you think about friendship, right? What is friendship? It's someone you talk to with no filter. That your best friend is a person with the least amount of filter, and work colleagues like these guys, huge filter, right?
Actually, shockingly, no.
Yeah.
There's really no filter here.
I don't know. I don't think we.
Sona, I don't think Sona and I have any filter.
No.
We've known each other many years.
Well, that thing though, that thing of like how you make, that's how I gauge friendship. And I kind of think with stand-up comedy, you go, when the audience come to see you, you're acting like a friend. So there's different ways to do that. There's some people who are incredibly open and honest about their lives and just let you in. And that's one kind of way to, demonstrate friendship. But some people just say anything they think is funny. And they don't think, oh, maybe the audience won't be able to get this. Maybe they won't understand it's a joke. And I like to just go, well, this is what I think's hilarious. It's a weird thing. I think comedians are showbiz adjacent. A friend said this to me recently. You know Robbie Williams, the singer? Mm-hmm. Really nice guy. And he said, I'm an entertainer in the true sense. If you don't love me, I don't love me. Which I found heartbreaking. Yeah. And I thought, well, comedians haven't got that. Comedians we desperately want to be loved entirely on our own terms.
Yeah.
It's that weird thing if you go, I'm going to say this unsayable thing. I mean, the cancel culture thing is it's very fun for journalists to write about, but it's not real, is it? I mean, you can, all sort of the biggest comics in the world are saying, outrageous things, but it's just that thing that comedy has a role to play. That's what it's meant to do, I think. And whether it's pushing it in terms of subject matter or level of intimacy or what you can talk about, that Overton window of what you can and can't talk about shifts through time. So actually there's stuff like mine, outrageous jokes, but there's also people opening up about their lives, using Mark Maron and Hannah Gadsby and people talking about their experiences. And that's another way it's opening up and expanding. So it's, I don't know, I think it's funny. I never think it's a problem.
I've had people approach me on the street, actually not too far from our studio here, literally like a block south of here. Someone rode up to me on a bicycle and he was lamenting and he wanted to, I think, connect with me. He's just like, man, Conan, isn't it tough? The cancel culture. I mean, guys like you can't say anything anymore. And I thought, that's just not true. I don't believe that's true.
No, it's
I don't feel that there's things that I want to say that I can't say.
There's a weird thing going on, though, where there's a little bit of, in the wider world outside of comedy, there is a thing, there's preference falsification going on now. So
say that again.
Preference falsification?
It just sounded pretty. I just wanted to hear it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't know what you mean by preference falsification.
So if you look at opinion polls now, they don't work as well as they did 10 years ago. So there's a thing where people know what the right thing to say is, but and cancel culture, there's nothing from above, right? There's no authoritarian leader telling us what we can and can't say. And really, you look at the world now and you go, the basket of things that you cannot say is so much smaller than it was 20 years ago. Mm-hmm. You didn't. There was blasphemy. You look at George Carlin, 7 things you couldn't say on TV. You can say anything now. It's open. The issue now is kind of self-censorship. Is the idea that people feel like, well, I don't want to say the thing. So I think there's a cathartic element to coming to see a comedy show. Because you go, this guy doesn't seem to give a fuck. He's saying whatever he wants. And that, I think it engenders, I think people have very interesting conversations afterwards where they feel a bit looser.
Yeah.
I think with all comedy shows, actually, I think it doesn't matter whether, edgy, not edgy. It doesn't really make any odds. I think it's just, it puts people in a state of, okay, this is fun. We can laugh at stuff.
I think if someone's being intelligent and honest and they've crafted their work, I don't know what subject they can't bring up. I may not like all of it, but it feels to me that I think a lot of it is, do I trust the person who's up here talking? Are they intelligent? Do they, in general, like humanity or inclined to like humanity somewhat? Do they have antipathy? Are they malicious?
And what's the intention? I mean, let's face facts. Intention and context mean a lot. Mm-hmm. There's a big difference between being homeless and camping. Mm-hmm. Okay, but you can sort of do a journalistic article where you pretend you don't realize that and just say, well, he said this thing. This is a statement of fact, rather than realizing it was a joke and the audience laughed and they all knew. People laugh at the wrong thing because they know what the right thing is.
Yep.
It's interesting. My theory is comedians leak. I think they leak. I think you watch someone do one-liners for an hour, and weirdly, I've said nothing about myself and given everything away. People know who I am.
Yeah.
They have a sense of, okay, that's fine. And it's that equal opportunities offender thing of just going, well, if I hit everyone, then no one feels like they're being got. But I don't even agree with the language that's sometimes used, that idea of punching down. That people kind of, you're punching down. You go, sorry, you think there's people below me? What? What now? I'll stop you there. Who's below me then? Who? No, give me the list. Who's below me? I mean, obviously, I'm a cis heterosexual male. So who's under me in your hierarchy of humans?